Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I think we'll just start off immediately. Then anybody that joins in will continue from there. But please, while we start, can you please mute your mic? Wow. Okay, okay. So let me just give us a few tips that can help us. A few tips. There is a chat box, right, where you can send in messages. If you don't want to talk, you can just type in a message in the chat box. Okay, and then if you want to say something, okay. So if you want to say something, you can quickly unmute yourself and then say what you want to say. Meanwhile, I'm just going to start. I'm expecting about 20 people, but we have three here, so we'll just start off. There's no time. Okay. So we are going to be looking at. But I need to be sure that you can hear me. Adobe, Edith, David, anybody, just confirm that you can hear me so that I can go on. Okay, somebody is smiling. That means she can hear me. That's very nice. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, okay. All right. So, um, when you want to go into selling online, there are a few things that are required. There are few things that are necessary. Okay. One thing is for you to understand that selling is something that every human being does. It's something that we all do, whether directly or indirectly, but it's something that we all do, right? So you go to a place, you are trying to talk to someone in a particular way so that they can, accept you for what you want to do. At that moment, you are selling yourself. You go for a job interview, um, and you want to get a job. The way you interact with the guys that are interviewing you, that is a way of selling. You are trying to sell yourself. When you are trying to tell somebody physically or online about something that they would probably need, what you are doing at that point is that you are also selling. So selling is a very beautiful thing, but a lot of people are scared of it because sometimes you are not sure if what you are going to or what you are going into is going to be productive. So as much as we can, this class is going to be quite interactive. Okay. So I would say that at any point in time, because I'm going to be asking some questions, at any point in time when I ask a question, I would need a bit of feedback from us so that we can contribute together and we'll go. Like I said, if you want to say something, just unmute your mic, say what you want to say, then mute it back so that the class does not get noisy. Because if everybody is unmuted, the place will just be very rowdy because of background noise. Okay, so now talking about selling, like I said, it is something that it's an art. It's a beautiful thing. It's an art. It's something that you need to learn. Okay. Um, there's something I have on my screen right now, and it says, "Why am I in business?" I'm going to take us through quite some things. I don't know if someone is trying to join the class. Just give me 1 minute. Let me check. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, so maybe I will not. Let me just project the screen so that I can see in case somebody is joining. Okay, you know what? Let's just hold on. I think some people are trying to join because I need to admit them. So before I start, okay. Wow. Just give me 1 minute, okay, so that I'll just admit as much as possible before we go on. Okay. Let me just quickly say on the group that people should join. Okay, so let's go on. Now, as I was saying, there is a purpose for which everybody does something. There's a reason you are in business. There's a reason you are doing something that you want to do. There's a reason you decide to go into a particular area, into a particular venture, right? Um, and for most people, this is like,
Father of the day.
wow.
Which one wey you send, Father of the
So charismatic,
day? Baby me too.
charismatic now. Okay, charismatic Charles. I don't know. Yeah, person was actually making some very wonderful sounds. Okay, let's go on. So now this picture you are seeing right now is called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay, and Maslow said something at one point in time. If you are into project management, or if you have done something around managing people, okay, Maslow gave a theory at some point, and he said that there are different reasons people do different things. There are different reasons people go into different areas of life. There are different reasons people follow through a particular pattern or a particular style, right? So he differentiated these things in various categories. Various categories. He arranged them according to hierarchy of people's needs. Okay, so if you are going into any form of business, the first thing you should ask yourself is why? Why am I in this business? What am I supposed to provide here? What am I supposed to provide? What is my role in this particular area? So he saw that for most people, when they want to do something, for most people, it is physiological needs. People who want to get food, people who want to get water, people who want to get shelter, people who just want to, you just need the very basic things of life. They don't really aspire for too much. They just want something around what they can, get at the present time. And if you look at this diagram, you see that those people are at the base, and they are the most populated people in the world. Everywhere you go in the world, it is almost the same thing. So if you look at Nigeria, for example, a lot of people are in Nigeria who are struggling every day for food, for shelter, for clothes, for where they will sleep. Every day people are just hustling. People are looking for different ways, and that is where a lot of people are going to be in life. Now, if your business is centered around food, water, shelter, or anything you want to do, whether online or physically, anything at all you want to do, if your business, if that thing is around food, to get food that you will eat, to get water that you will drink, and the rest of them, then I think that you need to get something that is more meaningful. You need to tell yourself the truth about life, okay? Because by the time you do that, you would, even when you are not really making much sales, even when you are not really progressing in any business that you're doing, you will be comfortable, because after all, it's just food I want. If I'm able to sell one or two things today and get what I can eat, that's fine. But then there are people that when they finish from that level, they move on to, sorry, I'm trying to admit someone. Okay, they move on to a higher level, which is safety needs. People who want to own property to an extent. People who want to have good health. People are looking for security. Um, oh my God, some people are sending me messages on WhatsApp. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, so people who want to get health and property and the rest of them, employment, they just, they have graduated from looking for food and looking for water. They have now reached that second level of life. After that, some of people will now move on to love, family, intimacy. People around, and then after that, you now find out that people will now move on to self-esteem. People want status in life, who want to be recognized, who want, freedom. They want something, but not many people eventually get to that point because a lot of people are busy struggling for food, struggling for what they will eat, and the rest of them, what they will wear and the rest. But the highest form of realization in life and in business is self-actualization. Okay, at that point, you are no longer bothered about food, you are no longer bothered about water or shelter and the rest of them. What you are now thinking about is, what contribution is this thing going to make in my life? What contribution will I make in the world? What is the impact of what I'm doing in the lives of people? What is the impact of what I'm doing um, in the society? So you find out that at that point, people are now thinking deep. They are not just, they are not just trying to get food and the rest of them. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, you should ask yourself, out of these things that are here, why are you going into business? Why? Okay. If you are able to answer the question correctly, then you would find yourself, you will see that for some of us now, we want to marry, right? Maybe me, I want to marry, I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm even in business, to get money so that I can marry. But it's not sustainable. It's just something that would be for the meantime. So after I get married, what happens next? So it's not sustainable. It doesn't really make sense. So for any successful business, for anybody who wants to be successful in his or her business, you should think about actualization, self-actualization, to the desire to become the most that one can be. So if you are trying to, go into the clothing business, or you are going into selling digital products online, or you are going into selling, fast moving consumer goods and the rest of them, let your thinking be, what is the most that I can be with this thing? What exactly is the most? So am I getting, joy from it? Is it something that is that I enjoy doing? Hold on, let me add someone, please. Is it something that I enjoy doing? Is it something that, anytime I do it, it gives me satisfaction? So if you are able to answer that question correctly, I would like you to also answer it as you are going through this training now. Whether you write it down or something, just make sure that it's on record somewhere. Why are you in business? So once you're able to answer this is like giving yourself a vision. For me, it is, I am doing online business basically because I want to raise a community of people who are going to be badass digital marketers, who are going to be badass, online sales guys and ladies. So that's mine. It's something around building a community. It's not just about me getting money. So by the time you build a community, you will find out that eventually you are going to get money. So, but once your thinking is money, I want to make money. That's why I hustle so that I can make money. What you will end up becoming is just solving your physiological needs, and you will remain at the base position in life. You won't probably move up. All right. So that is the first thing that we need to ask ourselves and we need to know. So if you are going into online business, any form of online, whether you want to deal with digital products, whether you are dealing with physical products, or maybe you are selling on Jumia, or you are selling on Facebook, or you are selling on WhatsApp or on Instagram, or wherever you are selling whatever you are selling, you should ask yourself, why are you doing this? Maybe you are doing it as a side hustle. Yeah, it's good, but then even though it's a side hustle, what is the purpose for that? So when you are able to answer that question, it will lead you to the very next thing that I'm going to talk about now, and that is providing value. A lot of people want to make money, but they don't know that money is not the physical cash. Money is not that cash or that paper that you are holding in your hands. No, that is not the problem. Value is actually the problem. So I posted sometime on my status a while ago, um, and somebody said, I posted something on my status and said, money is not my problem, value is. And somebody came to me and was like, in my DM, and he was like, sorry, I'm trying to attend to someone quickly. Okay, let's go on. So money is not your problem, value is. So the guy came and was like, why would he be saying this type of thing? He's like, no, I don't like, I don't like money and the rest of them. I was like, no, that's, I was like, do you read what I said? He said he read it, but that for him, he wants to hustle so that he can make money and, do everything that he needs to do. And I was like, how will you make the money? He said he will hustle now. I said, which hustle? What will you do? He said, anyone, anyhow that is going to make it and, he will blow. Now, most people who have that kind of mentality or who say those type of things end up not having anything at all. You know why? Because money is an exchange for value creation. So when you create value, for example, I am selling shoes. Let me use that as an example. For shoes that I'm selling, I know that a lot of people want to wear things that are fine and beautiful and all. So I bring shoe. The shoe that I'm bringing to them is a value, is something that I'm providing as a solution to their problem. So when I'm able to solve that problem by giving them that shoe and they really like the shoe, what happens at the end of the day is that I will give that shoe a particular price tag and say, this is the amount I'm selling it. So the person will now give me money in exchange for the value, which is the shoe that I'm offering. For some of us like me who into digital marketing, I deal with digital products, not physical products. When I know that I am teaching you something about how you can learn how to make money online, for example, that is value I'm offering you. At the end of the day, you are going to give me money in exchange for that value. All right. So please, as I'm talking, if you are getting me, please just be sending me your chats. If you have any question, also send it in the chat. I will respond at the end. So you don't get money by chasing it, you get money by creating value. Anything you want to do, please always have this in the front of your mind. Don't go about looking for money. Just make sure that what you have is something that can solve people's problem. If you are baking something, maybe you are baking food or you are baking snacks, all those things, make sure that that thing is good enough. It is something that is worth it. It is something that has value. That when somebody takes what you are selling and they use it or they eat it or they make or they apply it, it's something that they are going to enjoy at the end of the day. So if you are able to do that for them, anybody who you are able to do that for, the person will make sure that he will keep coming back to you to get the same value which you provided. And this is what a lot of people do not know. So a lot of people, when they sell to one customer, they don't know that they can use that one customer to also get 10 more customers or even continue to recycle the same customers that they have. But because they just want to make money, they just sell something. Sometimes they sell a fake product to someone and the person buys that product and the thing is not good enough. What happens is that person blocks you off and then the person will never recommend your product to anybody else. So the first step in doing any business online or selling anything online is that you are able to provide value for people continuously. Let whatever it is that you are selling or whatever it is that you are providing be something that will bring value. All right. So having talked about value and how you can, make that stand out for you, please take note that whenever you are trying to do any business and stuff like that, whatever the value is in that business, please write it down. Write it down and communicate it from that standpoint. So remember what we talked about first. Why am I in business? What's your vision? What's the vision of your business? So you write that one down. You record it somewhere. You say, this is what I want to achieve from this business, right? So when you write that down and then you now go into the value. What is the value in this business? I give you, for example, I want to teach people how to build a website. Okay. So that is something, right? Now, what is the value in that? What can they do with it? Why should they learn how to build a website? All right. Okay. I think somebody's trying to join. Let me quickly add up. Okay. So why should they learn that? What's the purpose? So what's the purpose? Why should they even think about that? Okay. So you will see that when you ask yourself that question, you sit down and you write down those things. Why should they do this? Why should they do that? You will begin to see the value in the product that you are offering them. Is it something that is of high quality? You write it down. Is it something that is not very expensive? You write it down. Is it something that is comfortable for them to use? You write it down. Is it something that is going to give them knowledge? You write it down. Is it something that when they use it, they're going to make money? You write it down. Whatever the value is in that product, write it down and make sure you communicate that product from that end point. So once you do not communicate it from that area, you are most likely not going to make any sales at the end of the day. So the next thing you will now know is that for the business to be successful online, you need to know the market you are pushing it to. A lot of people just get product, they just get one product like that, and the next thing they are looking for where they will, how they will sell it, and then they have started doing advertisement up and down, trying to do campaigns and all. But then it will come back that that thing that they've tried, putting money everywhere, trying to push their product, you now see that it will come back flat. Why? Because there was no targeting in what they were doing. There was no market for them. They did not even research the market. They didn't understand who needed that product. So what you are selling, is it something that old people will need? Is it something that young people will need? What is the market? So the market is the future. Your market is the future of your business. If you do not know your market, you are going to go into extinction as a business. So if, for example, I am into okay, so my business is something that has to do with generator importation. Let me use that for example. Okay, I import generators and then I go to America, to US to run that business, so that I am importing generator into USA for people to use. And then everywhere around me, I found out that everybody has lights. Everybody, there's constant electricity. They do not need to have a generator. But then I put money into my business. I put it on TV. I put it on radio. I go everywhere. I do all my advertisements. It does not change the fact that they do not need it. What will just happen is that I will waste all that money in advertisement, and at the end of the day, I will not get any return on investment. So that is why it is important for you. There are some businesses that are very good, very viable. So imagine that same person now brings that same business to somewhere like Nigeria, where we are having power issues. You see that that person will begin to find a market with little adverts, with little push, with little promotion. The person will begin to sell because there is need for that product here in Nigeria. So that is one thing about understanding your market. How do you know your market? Research your potential customers and know how to connect with them. So the first thing is not getting the business and then launching it online. But no, it's wrong. The first thing is, like I said, remember what I said earlier, know why you are doing that business, right? Provide the value that is in that business, then begin to research the market. Who are my potential customers? If I sell female wears and then I go to do online advertisements and I am targeting only males, I will not make any sales, basically, except you are trying to use a reverse strategy of saying, okay, these males might see it and want to buy for their sisters, for their girlfriends, for their wives. But directly, it may not really make sense because they will just see it and they will pass. They may not even know why they need to buy it. They may not even think about that, right? So it's not for you to understand that, okay, I need to target a lot of females. And this thing, is this something that is, of good quality and high price? Who are the kind of people that can afford it? If I target people who are in school, who are in secondary school or university, it won't fly. So I need to get people who are working class people. I need to get, so those are, you are trying to research that market. You are trying to know them. Then you also need to know, where are they? These people I want to sell the product to, where are they? Are they online? Are they physical? Where exactly are they? Even when they are online, the people, there's something that is quite funny. There are some people that their very, base app is Twitter. There are some people that their very base app is Instagram. There are some people that their very base app is Facebook. I'm using those three as example. Now, if the kind of product that you want to sell are for people who are a bit enlightened than the rest of them, you may want to start considering Twitter. Of course, you are going to use all of them, but then you may want to consider directing your traffic to Twitter area and the rest of them, because there are people there who, They are very logical, and people feel like in Nigeria, we feel like people who use Twitter are privileged people, people who are trying to make it in life or who have made it in life, even though that may not be true. But then, these are considerations that you need to take note of. Understand your market. It is very important. Okay. So if you have done that job, you've researched your market. Okay, so I've known my product. I want to sell a digital product, like something that can help people earn money online. Okay, and I've researched my market. I know that people who are looking for this are people who are, graduates from universities, young people who are looking for jobs, people who want to get side income, people who are looking for alternative means to make money. The rest of them, I've done all my research. How then do I connect with them? Do I just wake up one morning and then I start posting my content, or I start pushing products all over their faces? No. So, and that is what a lot of people do, even from WhatsApp advertisements. You are trying to advertise your product on WhatsApp, and then you just wake up, you decided you want to sell hair, wig. Okay, that's what a lot of ladies are selling now, and it makes sense. It's a very good business, but there's a way you will go about it, and you will not make anything. You just wake up and then you start flooding your status with 30 pictures of different wigs. What will happen at the end of the day is that people are going to mute you. They will not even look at your status. They'll just be passing it, because you are not building any relationship with them. You are just trying to force products on them, even when they are not even interested. So it's just like when you want to check a babe as a guy. Now, let me use that example. I want to check a babe, right? And then I just see one babe somewhere. I don't know this person. I've never met this person before. I just saw her, and I'm like, wow. I go to meet her, and then the very next thing I'm asking is, I want to come to your house. I want you to come to my house. This, that. I start making demands up and down. The lady will just look at me and be like, this person is not serious, or who is this one? And they will just, bullshit you and move on. But if I come to that lady, I introduce myself, tell the person where I'm working, tell the person what I do, basically, and then I start to talk generally about life, just talk about different things. We just engage in some reasonable discussions, and then from there we exchange contacts, and then I start talking to her. We have, just keep talking like that. What I'm doing is that I'm building something. I'm building proximity. I'm building that relationship, something that would connect us, right? So, and then I start talking, I start giving her gist. In the morning, I will call her, I will send her text message, have a beautiful day today. She will look at it, she will smile. She does not really know whether she likes me or not, but then all these things I'm doing, she's taking note of them, and it is getting to her one way or the other. Okay. And then I keep, giving her different things, talking about, just talk. And then I begin to find out her own interest. Maybe she likes to talk about sports, and me too, I like sports, and then we engage in those kind of conversations. Or she likes education, or she likes, watching movies. We go to the movies. We just keep building that relationship. And then it will get to a point where I will now tell her, I compliment her, tell her that she's beautiful, her hair is fine, all those kind of things. Her head is blown off, she's excited, I dress well, I carry myself in a particular way. All these things are there. She's looking at me, is this guy cool? Is it the one? Is it not the one? And then one day, boom, I come and I'll be like, I'd like you to be my girlfriend. What will happen is, like, it will be like a ripple effect of everything that has happened from the very beginning. Her brain will automatically just translate it like, wow, this person is the person, and this person is the best person for me. You know why? Because I have built a reasonable relationship from the very beginning up till now. Okay? So, that is how it is. That is how it is in business. So if you do not build that relationship with them, you just come to your customers or your potential customers and you start flaunting products up and down. You may make 1 or 2 sales, but you will probably not go far. So at the end of the day, what you will just be doing is coming back to your physiological needs. You just come back to that point where all you are doing is trying to eat, trying to get food, trying to get water. You will probably never get to self-actualization, because you don't care. So anybody who wants to get to self-actualization should care about his or her business and how they are going to push it. So building relationships anywhere you want to do your you want to market your product or you want to sell, you need to build relationships. So you need to know the platforms that they are on. If they're on Facebook, you need to build relationship on Facebook. If they're on WhatsApp, build relationship on WhatsApp. You know that. I don't know if you guys have those kind of friends, but for me, I have like one or two friends that once I come to WhatsApp, I rush to their status to look at it. You know why? Not because sometimes they won't post 20 things on their status, but I just rush there to go and see what they've put up. Is either they are giving me content about um, financial, lessons and the rest of them, or I'm looking at their memes and I'm laughing. They're giving me comedy, they're giving me jokes, they're putting up different kinds of content on their status. And every time I come there, I enjoy what I see. So what it means is that I will keep coming there. So the day those people will now open their eye and then push one product, I will still look at it. You know why? Because my mind is already conditioned to come in to see what they post. But if there was nothing like that, and then one day he just comes and says he starts posting something, I will probably not look at it. I will just pass. All right. So that is the relationship you need to build. So know the kind of content you are going to be sharing. Know the people who you are working with. Do they see you as someone of authority? Are you valuable to them? Can they trust you with what you are saying? Those things are things you should think about. So at this point, please, after this video, some of you are going to unmute your mic so that I will hear you talk. Please just be very attentive, okay? What product was sold here? This is a video I'm about to play for you, and I want you to watch it, and then you are going to tell me the product that was sold. So before I play it, let me just do a bit of introduction. So this video is a Nike advert, Nike, right? So I want you to tell me what was the product that they sold in this video, all right? So I'm going to play it now for us.
Please, I think the sound needs. Does it have sound or not?
This sound?
Yes.
Is it not loud?
Yeah, but it's playing. It's playing, and we're following. But I think.
Sorry, I didn't get that. I need to understand what you mean.
Okay, I was trying to ask if the video has sound because it wasn't audible.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, hold on.
Maybe you can restart it.
Yeah, I'm going to restart. I just want to be sure that my
Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Let me increase my system. Okay. All right. Can you hear the sound now?
Yes, better.
No. Really? I can't hear anything from here.
Same with me.
Wait, can you see the video?
Yeah, I can see the video, but I can't hear
Oh,
it.
wow.
Same with me.
Okay, hold on. Can you hear it now?
No.
Okay, but is there anybody that can hear the video, the sound?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, maybe, I don't know, maybe you should try to increase the volume of your device. If it's a laptop or a phone, increase the volume of the device, you will hear it. Okay? Hello?
Probably if you have the video on your system, you can play it on VLC, then we'll watch it.
Okay.
Because I can't hear anything.
All right, hold on. Hold on, please. So how is it now? Is it better now?
Increase the volume. Increase the volume. See, increase the volume of your VLC. I can't hear anything. I can hear something.
It's blank
No,
from
not
your
really.
end.
That's still it.
Can we do without the audio? Will
Yeah,
this
but
to
I'm sure
make
it's
sense?
comprehensible. I'm sure the video you can understand without.
Yeah. So let's go on without the audio. It's fine.
Okay. So yeah, I guess we. So even if you didn't hear the video, the pictures they say something, right? So I don't know if anybody got anything at all from that video. What product did they sell?
Yes.
Anybody who wants to speak,
Well,
please?
for me,
Okay,
Nelson.
Nelson. Okay.
Okay, for me, I noticed that the product that was sold in the video was more of a sportswear, and great sportsmen. They are trying to say great sportsmen wear their sports product, and
Yeah.
if you want to actually be involved in sports, that their product is something you have to invest in also.
Okay, but did you hear the video? Okay, you didn't hear it, right?
No, no, no.
Did you
Nelson.
hear what I said?
No, I heard you. I just want to confirm something. Did you hear anything that he said in the video?
I didn't hear anything.
Okay,
That's what I
okay.
thought.
What you saw. That's good. That's cool. That's cool. Any other person, please? Any other person?
Yes. I saw how they brought all these great athletes together
Okay.
to just showcase all of those Nike products. Some were shoes, some were the hats, some were the jerseys, different kinds of things. But they all came together and were showing them. So I think with or without the video, it's comprehensible that they're selling a Nike product.
Okay.
They're associating it with greatness. So,
Okay. Okay. So let me ask one question. Just one question. Okay. What is the amount of the product in that video? How much are they selling it?
It wasn't showcased there.
It wasn't showcased. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
they didn't say anything about price, but
They didn't say anything
from what
about
I
it.
saw, it looks to me that they are actually trying to sell the credibility of Nike products, the quality, and
Okay.
that they are trying to say that you can trust any product from Nike. Why?
Okay.
Because these people they are showing us the testimonials, their track record, you know, so
Cool.
we can
Cool.
buy into whatever product they bring to us, whatever the product
Okay.
is.
Okay. So nice. Okay, please just mute your mics now, please.
okay.
All right. Okay. So I've heard everything that you said, and that makes a lot of sense. Okay. The truth is, there was really no amount in that video. There was nothing, but they projected a lot of great people in that video. They projected people who had, you would see people who went out of business for a while. Someone like what's his name now, the golf guy, Tiger Woods. All right, you know, he had some issues at some point in time in his life, and then he got up from that point, and then he came back to win a tournament. They showed, you know, Ronaldo. They showed a lot of people who are big people in their own different kinds of sports who use their products. But guess what? I wish that you people heard the video very well, but there are no problems. But guess what? In that video, all they were talking about was things around greatness, how you can become great, how you can come back from, you know, a bad situation to come and win in life, how you can become strong, all those kind of things. Never did they mention anything about their products. What they just showed us was the material on people's bodies and how they were wearing it and how those great people were using it to conquer, to get great results. But what they were telling us in the video is that you can excel, you can make it, you can become a strong person and all those kind of things. Nothing about advertising the actual product. So it is now you that you are watching it. You are now using your own mind to infer that, oh, okay, wow, Ronaldo is using Nike. So you see, they're giving you a picture that they want you to interpret by yourself. So that is why different people can watch that same video and get different interpretation from it. So you are now seeing it that Ronaldo is wearing it. I mean, I like Ronaldo. I would like to be like Ronaldo. So I'll go and look for Nike product to wear. It's an unconscious perception about their product that you are feeding into your minds. So this is the same way that you can, you know, approach selling online. It is not every time you know, talk about your product or how much your product is and all those kind of stuff. At some point in time, project the value in that product. That is what I said earlier the first time. Is it quality? Are you talking about quality? Project it so that people will see it. If you have, if someone like Buhari is using your product, project it so that they will see. If you have testimonials, project it so that they will see. These things are important for you to sell anything at all online. So the problem is not really what you are selling. The problem is how you are going about it. What are you putting in place? What's the structure that you are putting in place? How are you communicating what you need to do? Okay, so let me go back to the slide. So having said that about building relationships, and then because what Nike did with this video is that one way or the other they connected with people, their mind. They just, you know, you will be watching this video and you are seeing somebody. You see that black man who was running at some point fell down close to the end of the race. You know, that's resilience, trying to say that I must complete this thing. So they are not trying to make you focus on their product, but then what they ended up doing is that they will make you see their products from a very beautiful point, you know, point of communication. So when you're communicating, that is where I'm going to now. When you communicate, please always communicate value. There's something I said here. If you do not say I am here, nobody will say you are there. Advertise your product. So when you're advertising, please don't, for those of you that do that thing, please stop it from today. If you are part of people who will put 50 pictures of shoes on their status on WhatsApp, please, I'm begging you, stop. It doesn't work. It doesn't convert anything. What you will end up doing is that you will just maybe sell one or two, and then the rest people will probably not be interested. So, but if you engage your community, so you have built relationships with some people. Remember the first thing I'm talking about, researching your market. After you made research, you've seen the market, you built relationship with that market. Next thing for you is to start engaging them. Engage them with your product, engage them with value. Let them know the value that you are presenting them. And then for those of you, when you when you are trying to make sales, there are people who are going to be interested in your product. So you want to sell shoes. Somebody comes to your DM and says, I saw your shoe on Instagram, or I saw it on your status or something. How much is it? Or what is it? That person is a lead. That person is interested in what you are offering. That person is your lead. So you should not end up at that point, okay, you not tell the person is 5K or is 10K, and then the person says, okay, and then you let the person go like that. No. Make sure that you know your leads, you record them, get a book, get something. If you know, you can get an Excel file or something record the people who you've marketed this thing to and who came back saying they want the product. I mean, this is the very basics of it, oh, and it's cuts across. So it's, when, don't worry, when I go further, I will explain some things to you. So when you know them, there are also some ways that you can follow them up online. There are people, you can use different kinds of marketing techniques to follow your customers up online. But following up with your leads is very essential. There was a time I was trying to sell a product, and the guy I talked to the first time, I talked to him about the product and everything and how it will help him and stuff. The guy was like, okay, that's he wasn't really enthusiastic about it. But based on the engagement I built with him, and I continued to engage him, not every time I'm coming to tell him about his product or no. Sometimes it's just something like, how are you? How you day? What's happening today? Hope your day went well. Simple as that. Just 2 times I did that thing. That guy asked me about that product and said he wanted to buy, and he bought. So imagine that first time I told him, he did not buy. And then I gave up and I said, well, no wahala, it's good. What will happen is that I will not make any sales. Nothing will happen. So, but following up with your leads is very important. It's a way to engage your community. Keep engaging them, keep following up with them. Now, we are going to some very interesting things so that you understand exactly, the platforms that are available for you to market your products. Now, there are 2 things here, above the line, below the line. This thing is, in marketing as a profession, it's something that you get to hear, ATL, BTL. Above the line is traditional, below the line is digital. Now, of course, I'm sure none of us are, how many of you, you are thinking of, you want to do advert on TV now. You want to put your advert on TV now. Okay, I would like you to just say that you would like to put your advert now on TV. Anybody? You want your product to go on TV now. Or you would like to push a product online, not online, sorry. You would like to push a product that will go on TV now. Okay, so the truth is this, not many of us, I'm sure nobody is even thinking about that. You know why? One of the problems with traditional marketing is this. It is cost intensive. You need a lot of money to put something for 10 minutes on TV or radio. Even on newspaper, to collect a small slot on newspaper, you need to pay huge amount of money. So imagine you are selling a product of 10K or 5K, and then you are going to pay 400,000 to put something on radio. Does it make sense? No. Right? Especially when you are not even thinking about scaling that much. So it is traditional. And you will not be able to measure the people that you are reaching with that medium. So imagine you do an advert on TV. You only say, okay, we are able to reach maybe 50,000 people, but where are these people? How many of them are males? How many of them are females? How many of them are below 20 years? You will not have insight to those kind of information. You will only just have general random information about the people you are pushing it to. And you will not get feedback as to the advert that you are doing. So imagine you do an advert on radio. It will just be pushing it out to people, but really you are not getting feedback from it. Okay? So that is for big brands, people who have, who are big, very large brands that, they want to continue to keep their product in the faces of people, maybe like MTN now, you always hear their advert on radio, on TV. That thing is because they want you to be seeing it in your front, because there's some, unconscious thing that it does to you. When you keep seeing a product in your face, your mind will always tell you whenever you need a product that this is what is right for you, because you will always remember it. So they want you to see it every time. That's why they push it. And they are large and they can do that. But for you, you are a small business. Maybe you have not even really started. Maybe you started and you're doing some, that is not what you need. What you need is digital. And, coming from social media advertisements, talking about email marketing. So I talked about follow-up with your leads initially. This is one area that you can use. You can maximize email marketing to follow up with as much leads as possible. So email marketing is one of it. I'm sure that some of you, when I told you to register for this training, you'll be like, why am I registering? Just tell me, let's start this thing, I beg. I don't have time. But then there's a reason for that registration. You may just, you may just feel like it is, well, it's just registration. Let's just register. But one way or the other, you are giving me access into some kind of information that I will use, or I may use, or I might want to use in the future to push some products to you, right? So maybe, for example, I have all your email addresses now, and there's some product I want to push about online marketing and the rest of them. I can easily, because I know you guys are interested, so you are part of my market in that space, you see? So the reason I did not post my links online everywhere and say anybody that wants to join is because I'm trying to make sure that I am getting the actual people who are interested in this type of business. So that is a way to do my research and do my market, as in get my market well. So I know those people now to an extent. I know part of them, they are here with me in this training. And then I can use emails, for example, to push some products to them. That is a way to engage my community. It is a way to follow up with them. All right. So, but then sometimes you might have a base of 500 people, 600 people. How are you going to be interacting with 600 people at the same time? If you send emails to them, how are you going to follow up with 600 people at the same time? You know, there are ways that you can do these things without stress. There are platforms that can help you to manage them without stress. All right. Another one is search engine optimization. You know, Google is a search engine. Now, if you have or any website at all, imagine anytime you go on Google to type anything, you want to find out about how to cook egusi soup, somebody's website will pop up. Somebody's blog will pop up. They will tell you about somebody's blog. It is Google does not generate any content. It is people that put their content on Google. Now, when you do your website and you have search engine optimization on it, anybody that searches for certain keywords, like that thing that you are projecting on your website, Google will bring it up as one of the contents for them. So search engine optimization, you can use AdWords and the rest of them. We're not going into more details, but then you should just understand that these things are there for you. So you can use them. You can put your products on people's webs on Google, and then Google will do the adverts by putting them on different people's websites. So anytime somebody does ask a question on Google or searches something on Google about something related to that your product, the website that will pop up will be the website that contains your advertisement. That is a way to also reach those guys. Content development. You can have a page, you can have a platform where you push content out to people as regards that thing that you are selling. That is also another way to engage your community. So with digital, you are sure that you can get feedback, because anybody that buys your product, you can use some ways to know who bought and who did not buy. You can know the number of people that bought. You can know the age of people that bought. There are a lot of insights you can get depending on the platform that you are using. All right. It is also very cost effective. It's not expensive. With digital, you can do an advert on Facebook with 500 naira, for example. Yeah, you can do it. Right. So these are strategies that you need to be aware of, and you need to know how to go about it. Now, there is a cycle I have in front of me. This is a continuous cycle in any business that is going to push products, whether online or offline. But because we are talking about online selling now, I'm going to channel it to that direction. So this is a cycle, right? So I would like to start from the first one, not the first one, the second one on the top. That's perform marketing research, right? So like I've talked about, when you perform your marketing research, you know the people who are interested in your product and all those stuff. You now develop value proposition. I've talked about this before. It's a cycle. Develop value proposition. You know the value that you are offering to these guys. Then you set marketing goals. What is the goal? What do you want to achieve with that thing that you are selling? How do you want to, how many people do you want to reach with this product? How much do you want to make from it? What is the goal of the marketing? Because you are investing money. You are trying to put money so that people can see that product. Sometimes you may not even put money. You are using WhatsApp. Sometimes it's WhatsApp for business. But then, you are trying to set goals. Even if you are not putting money, you still need to set goals about how much you want to earn from this platform that I'm using. What is it going to give me? What is the goal I want to get? When you know the goal, you now look for the strategies. So like I said, the strategies are here before you. Of course, you go with digital, but even among the digital, what kind of digital marketing do you want to go about? Do you want to do email? Do you want to do social media? Are you going to combine them? That is the next thing here. So define marketing strategies. When you know the strategies that you are using, then you now define the marketing mix. So am I going to be doing Facebook and YouTube adverts? Am I going to be doing WhatsApp and Instagram? What mix am I going to get? So all these things are going to be documented, and you're going to have it written down somewhere. After you've defined the mix, it will now project into what we call a plan, a marketing plan. So you've done your research, you write it down. Who are the people who are interested? The value, you write it down. Your goals, you write it down. The strategies, you write it down. The mix, you write it down. All those things will now form your marketing plan, right? Then the marketing plan, you will now implement it. When you implement the marketing plan, you will now look, okay, I set this goal. What did I achieve? How many people did I want to reach with this? How many people did it eventually reach? You will now review and reassess the plan. If it did not work, you will work on it, you will tweak it, you make sure that you make some changes based on research and logical findings. So after your review, you now go through your marketing plan again. So if it did not work very well, it takes you back to your plan, and then you now go through the cycle continuously. So even when you have sold and you sold well, so you need to also look at the plan and say, what made me sell well? How can I improve on it? Is it that, this period, a lot of people are looking for, like maybe you are selling umbrella and it's rainy season, and then you now sold so much, and you are like, wow. So if you do not know that maybe it's because of the rain, that is why you sold too much, and then during that dry season, you are still implementing the same strategy, the truth is that you will not get much sales, because what made people buy at that time was rain. So you need to know what is working for you and how it is working for you. So on this one, I just have the platforms, the different platforms that you can use: Twitter, Facebook, Google, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, TikTok. I know some of you might be looking at the TikTok now, can be like, which one is TikTok again? Are we using TikTok for adverts? Yes. The truth is that is, the number of people that are coming on TikTok now are very many, right? So I'm going to quickly do a demo for us, just a little demo. So I wanted to just show us something on. So let me give you an example like WhatsApp. Let me just give you a little example. My WhatsApp disconnected. Let me reconnect it. Okay, so I'm reconnecting my WhatsApp now. Somebody said, wow, are you for you? So I just want to show you something. So if you look at this place now, I have team 2, I have team 1, right? On WhatsApp. All right. It's a form of a strategy that you can implement on WhatsApp. In that you can have a broadcast list of people that you are going to be selling to. You can create a broadcast list and use that list to reach them and tell them about your product. But guess what? See, my team 1, what do I have? It's a new month, a new start, a chance to succeed, an opportunity to rewrite your past. Have a blessed month. You rock. Any product? No. Am I pushing anything? No. What am I doing here? I'm trying to build a relationship, right? So if I show you the previous one, you see, good morning. Okay, this was even a free training after I had told them a few things. I come here, I say, failure is not bad. The fear of failure is creating something, or create something, work on your idea, develop a skill, keep trying. You will fail, but more importantly, you will learn from it. Have a wonderful day. All right. So this is just a message. No, what's it called now? Somebody is asking me something on the group. Please hold on. Let me just respond. Just hold on, please. Okay, so let's go on. So, engaging them, I'm just using different things, right? So these are 2 different teams I created for myself, and I use them to push some products. But the truth is, I've not even pushed as much products like that, because I'm interested in building a relationship with them. All right. So that is one way that you can do these things. When I talk about engaging your community, that is one way you can achieve it. You can use your status, you can use, broadcast list, you can use individual conversations. How you hold on, I think somebody wants to join. Okay. Okay, so okay, let me go on. Let me come back to WhatsApp. So yeah, so this is a way I can use to reach out to them and use my WhatsApp to communicate and engage them. So by the time I sell a product to them, it will not be scary. It will not be it's not like what they are not expecting. So they already know me, we already talk. And let me tell you the truth. The truth is, some of this information, I don't want to go too down into my chat, but this information I have seen, when I send them out, people respond to it and say, wow, thank you, I appreciate, God bless you for this. I'm sure some of you here are even part of them and you've seen it before, but thank you, I appreciate for this message and all that kind of thing. It's a way to build my relationship with them and community. So that is one thing I want you people to note, and I'm not going to dwell here for too long. So I'm going to do a demo for us, but before that demo, okay, I'm going to do a demo for us with Facebook because I need you to understand practically how you can do these things. Of course, there's no way I'm going to give you all the things you will probably need, but I can just give you a little insight to something. All right. So this is my Facebook, right? Now, this is my Facebook page and all. I have some pages that I'm using to push my products. Now, look at this page now. It's called Healthy Living, right? This page has about 2,441 followers. And guess what? The page is just about 2 weeks old. 2,441 followers, and it's just about 2 weeks old. So you might want to ask yourself, how possible? How can I, have this type of followers in just 2 weeks? Facebook has made it easy for you to run certain kinds of advertisements so that people can see your product and they can see what you are selling. So initially, in fact, this page, I've not sold anything yet. I'm just applying for one advert today. Okay? I just applied for one advert today, but I've not sold anything. So for you to run any advert on Facebook, you will need a business page or a business account. All right? So before I open the business account, I first of all open this page. This is a business page, right? Where I filled all the details, put my information, all the information I need to put, my email address, you can put your WhatsApp number there if you want. They can reach you out on Facebook Messenger. You can put your website, any of those type of things, right? So this is my business manager. Okay, so let me just show you. So this is when you type business.facebook.com, it will take you to a business page or a business website of Facebook. That is where people who are interested in running adverts on Facebook go to. All right. And on this business manager, you can manage all your pages. So for me, I have just 2 pages, Healthy Living, The Gods Digital, and this one I just opened it recently. I've not even posted anything there. I'm going to start doing that from this week as we're going in, once I get certain things ready. Okay. So I have 2 pages. You can register as much pages as you want, and you can manage them from here. From this business manager, you can do your research before you can do advertisement. You can do research about the kind of people you want to sell to. That thing I talked about. So when I click on this place, expand menu, I can go to what I call, or what Facebook calls, audience insight. All right. Audience insight is where you can do your let me click on it. You can do your research on Facebook about the kind of customers. So it's asking me, is it everyone or is it people connected to my page? I want to do everyone. Now, let me give you some very wonderful statistics. So if you look at this place, it's showing United States, right? And the number of people on Facebook in the United States are 150 million to 200 million people in the United States. But if I come here and I change it to Nigeria, hold on, somebody is trying to join. Oh, okay. Okay, if I change it to Nigeria, for example, let me just show you something quickly. Nigeria, right? You will see the number has changed. So imagine in Nigeria, we have 20 million to 25 million people on Facebook. 20 million to 25 million people on Facebook. And guess what? 61% of them are men, 39% of them are women. Can we check their location? Yes, we can. This is very basic, very, very basic. So you will see 0.2 of them are in Osun State, Iwo, Oworoshoki. You know, you want to know where exactly are these guys, you can find out all those information in this place. You can look at top cities, you know, and the rest of them. Lagos, of course, is the major one. Lagos is always much. Hold on. Okay, so you can look at the activity of these guys. I've not even searched anything. No, that's why the information is not very clear. Okay, but imagine I search someone like, let me give you an example. I search someone like Arnold, because I know he's on face, as in his Arnold Schwarzenegger. I know that he's actually certified here. So if I search him on Facebook, I want to know in Nigeria how many people are following Arnold Schwarzenegger. I can see now that 600,000 to 700,000 people are following him. And then, you know, in the last 30 days, the people, what are their demographics? How old are they? You will see 26% of them are between 18 to 24. 38% of them are between 25 to 34%. You know, 18% of them are 34 to 44. 81% of them are men. You know why they are men? Because Arnold Schwarzenegger is, yes, I know he's an actor, he's also a politician, but most especially, he's also a fitness person. You know, all these guys that carry dumbbells and different kinds of equipment, you know, many of them are following him. So people who maybe want to push something that would, you know, talk about gym and the rest of them, you see, this is one of the people that you are going to target on Facebook, because it's 1% of men, and you want men to buy that. Maybe it's a male product, something that men will be using to do certain kinds of fitness exercises and a gym equipment or something, and you want to sell it. You see, this is one way. This is somebody you can target, and you will be able to reach those kind of people that you are looking for. But imagine you do not do this, you don't use this platform, you don't use this audience insight, you don't know anything about it. You just go and create one advert on Facebook and randomly put people that you want to target. The truth is, you probably just get scattered targets, and you will not attend to anybody at all. So you want to know their relationship status. Are they single? 54% of them are single. What is their education level? College, you know, the rest of them. You can also know their job title, people who are following him. The rest, you want to know the people that are following him, what other pages do they like? What other pages are they following? So you can look at it. Okay, many of them are even following Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. You know that man, okay? Femi Adesina and the rest. So you can also, you will know a whole lot of things from this platform, from this audience insight. You can learn a lot. So imagine there are 20 to 25 million people on Facebook. It means that your product can actually get across to a lot of people if you do the right things. Okay, so these are, you know, some information that you need to understand, so that when you want to create any advert on Facebook, you need to know exactly what you will do. But for the purpose of this class, this is the demo that I'm going to do, and there's a way you can learn all these things. You can learn how to do your advert on Facebook. You can learn how to do your adverts on Instagram. There's a way you can learn how to do on WhatsApp. You know, I have something for you that can teach you all those things. Okay, that can teach you everything. All right, so let me talk about one final thing before I wrap up this training for today. Okay, so, and what I'm talking about here is called sales strategies. So at the end of the day, this is what you need to understand for you to sell. All right. So these are just some, a tip of sales strategies that people can use to make sales online. One of them is called the blue ocean strategy. When you have a market where everybody is selling what you are selling, that kind of market is called a red ocean. Okay. So for example, like I talked about some time ago, I said that right now there are a lot of ladies who are selling wigs. In fact, almost every lady on my WhatsApp now, they are selling wigs, right? And because I'm interested in business, I see them, right? So that's a red ocean because a lot of people are selling it, and you are trying to buy customers' attention from different angles, and it is quite difficult for you to get to them. It can be quite difficult. All right. So one of the ways you can conquer that is by getting into the blue ocean. The blue ocean is trying to find a product or something that nobody is into. It could be that some people are selling something like that, but they are not selling exactly what you are selling. So for example, before Bolt came, when Uber came to Nigeria, Uber were the only guys running that kind of taxi system that they were doing. There was no competition for them. And they monopolized that market for a while and made a lot of money from it because they realized a potential in that market and they decided to solve a problem. And they were the only people solving that problem at that time. So that is like a blue ocean. So you can decide, what am I going to push? What am I going to sell? Are people pushing the same thing? All right. Even when you want to do adverts online, what kind of platforms are people using? What kind of products are they selling? What is working for them? You need to understand that. So if you know the blue ocean strategy, you can use it and it works every time because the product is useful to people and not many people are selling it. In fact, a lot of people, for example, you see Dangote in Nigeria now. What is making him succeed so much is because a lot of what he's selling, he's the only one selling it. So whether you say it is politics or not, but that is the truth. He's the only one selling cement to a very large extent. Other people are selling it on very small scales, but his own is very large scale, and he's pushing that business to a very large extent. Now, remember when he now went into the noodles business, how well did he do? Because he's not the owner of that market, and there are a lot of people. Indomie was there, Mimi was there, Chiki was there. Different people were doing noodles, and he went into that same business, and before you know it, Dangote noodles went into extinction because already that market was choked up and was populated. So you need to know the kind of strategy that will work for you and how you use it. Another thing that you can apply is what we call give the bait. If you've seen all these people that do fishing, when they go to fish, all right, when they go to fish, they will carry their the hook and they will put a bait on it and they will plunge it into the water so that the fishes can look, and then when they are swimming, they will look at the bait. They will not see the hook attached to it, right? What they will be seeing is the bait. They will just be seeing that bait. Look at food, look at food. They'll just go and rush the food. As soon as the fish attacks the bait, the person with the hook will just lock it up and then draw the fish out of the water. So for him, that is a sale. That is a product. He has sold something, or he has caught something. I'm using that in sales terminologies now. So the bait strategy is like trying to give something for free, trying to do something for free, but it is not entirely free at the end of the day because you are only using that to get to them. So I know some of you are thinking now and like, oh, okay, nice. So that is what you are trying to apply. Yes, well, that's true because this thing is, it's a system that works anytime. So maybe you are doing, you make hair for people or you sell hair products and you say, I'm going to do a free training for people that where I'll teach them about hair making or something like that. That is a bait. Or you say, I'm going to give out one product for free today. That is a bait. So you can get certain information that you need from them or certain things that you need from them, or you can organize that thing that you want to organize for them. And then by the end of it, you will now push something that they are going to buy from it. All right. So that is the bait strategy. It works every time. It works every time. I'm trying to give you people this training now. It's free of charge. You're not paying anything from it. But at the end of the day, the truth is that there are a lot of things you are going to learn from it. And there are a lot more you will learn if you go into a program that I'm going to show you guys eventually. All right. So the last one I have here is what we call leveraging. Leveraging. Now, at some point, you may not be able to push all the products by yourself. You may not even have the capacity to do that by yourself. You will not leverage on other. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we are with you.
Okay, because the call came into my phone. I needed to be sure that you could still hear me. Okay, so leveraging is now like you are trying to use other people's platforms. Please mute your mics. Thank you very much. Thank you. So let me use affiliate platforms for example now. So there are some people that they want to sell a product, but they don't know how to, they cannot push all of it by themselves. So they will now put it on an affiliate platform. An affiliate platform is like a platform where you will put your product there and then people will market it for you. At the end, when they sell, you are going to give them commissions. All right. So for example, there was something I did recently about one of my products. I said that I wanted to sell a product. So I put on my status that, you know, anybody who can push a product on their status for me, I will give them 3,000 naira. Now, people chatted me up and asked how they could do it. So what I just did is I leveraged on their own WhatsApp status to make certain sales. And, ever since, people have been engaging me. Now, you find out that when they post that thing on their own status and then people engage them, they will refer them to me. So any of them that buys any product from there, I'm going to pay those guys that put it on their status. Simple. So I'm leveraging their own platforms. I'm leveraging their own platforms so that I can push my product to people who I originally will not have access to. And you too can do the same thing. In fact, you can also push other people's products. Like for me, I do not have any product I'm pushing currently. All I am pushing right now are other people's products on affiliate platforms. So I sell a product on a platform and people pay me for it. All right. And there are two platforms I just want to talk to us about. One of them is ClickBank. It's a global platform. You might want to check it up after, but I'm not going to dwell much because it's not Nigerian based and it's not very easy to ride from Nigeria. But there's a product for you if you want to learn about ClickBank. We can tell you about it and the rest. But what I'm going to focus on is Expertnia. Expertnia is a Nigerian platform where you can put your own product on and other people can market your product for you. And you can also market other people's products on it. So imagine you sell a product for someone and then at the end of the day, you are paid a commission. So let me give you an example. There's a product I'm pushing currently, which I'm going to tell you about. The product is 40,000 naira, right? It will teach you everything you need to learn about online marketing, how you can even earn money online, how you can do Facebook advertisement, Instagram, and all those stuff. To teach you everything. You can even build your own website, right? On WordPress and the rest of them. That product is 40K. And for each product I sell, I get 20,000 naira, 50% commission. So what happens is if you are on that kind of platform, you can push those type of products using your digital platforms, using Facebook, using WhatsApp, using Google, any platform you can use. You develop your own website, you learn everything, how you can do it, and you can push products from there. And when you sell, you are going to earn money from it. So I think I've talked about these strategies well enough. And we're about to wrap up the session. But before we wrap up, let me just show you something quickly, very quickly. So now, I'm sure you are seeing like different things on my screen. These are 3 different things I'm showing you. One of them is a website I developed just day before yesterday. Some days ago, I developed that website from the knowledge I got on Expertnia because I learned from a program called 72 Hours Income Generator, where you can set up your account in 72 hours and you can begin to make income. All right. But you will need to also register for domains and all those things. I will tell you in detail after the lecture for those that are interested. So I developed this website by myself. Let me even show you the website on. Let me show you the website on Google so that you can see it. You'll see this is my WordPress dashboard. Okay, I have 3 pages here, and then this is what the website looks like in real life. Okay, so I'm about to push a product on Facebook. I remember I told you people about an advert I did. Okay, I told you about it. Let me show you something. They've not approved that advert, but they're going to do that because it's under review. It's loading. Okay, let me go to my ads manager so that you see it clearly. So remember I talked about how I did some campaigns and I got likes on my page on Facebook in 2 weeks. So I had run 2 campaigns before now. I had run 2 campaigns promoting healthy living 2 times, right? Each of them I spent 721 naira every day. Okay, and I ran it for like 5 days, right? So that was how I was able to gather likes on that page. And then right now they are reviewing an advert that I just published today. Okay, so all these things you are going to learn how to do them. And even if you don't want to learn it, you just want somebody to help you to be running it, I'm also available for that. I can help you to, push your product online and how you are going to do all those advertisements. Okay, so let me go back here. So you are going to learn this. Why the one on my far left is my account dashboard. Okay, so I have made about 10 sales correctly, and I've earned about 7,500, and this is within the space of 1 month. All right, just started on May 1, and then within 1 month I was able to make that. So the one in the middle is what I'm offering you right now, right? So you are going to learn digital marketing strategies via this training. It's a complete pack of training. You are going to learn web design on WordPress, like I showed you, how you can do that. You're going to learn it. You're going to learn copywriting. How are you going to write online so that people are going to learn? People are going to buy products from you. You are finding it difficult. You want to know how you can write and people are going to buy. You can learn that. Mentorship is also there for you. You'll be given access to a free Facebook page where you can report any problem or anything, any challenge you're having, and people are going to respond to you. And you're also going to get a free affiliate marketing account on Expertnia. Now, on Expertnia, you're also going to be able to market any product you like. And then over time, you can communicate with the owners to design your own product and put it on the platform. All right. So this is like a whole lot of things that you're going to learn. You see all those things I was showing you on Facebook. Everything is designed for you in this training. All right. So I think I've been able to communicate to us how we can start, how we can design all we need to do. The truth is, if you do not implement any of the things I had shared earlier, you are not going to make any much progress. But if you implement it just as I've told you, and then you learn how you can also dig deep into it and learn more about it, telling you before you know it, you begin to make extreme sales. So imagine this platform now, just 10 days, I was able to, 3 weeks, I was able to make 10 sales that gave me 167,500. It could be crazy, but it could even be more. All right, because I had not, and trust me, for this one, okay, what I did to achieve it was just my WhatsApp. I used my WhatsApp status and I used my WhatsApp broadcast list. That's how I was able to achieve that. I had not done any advertisement online whatsoever. All right. So imagine that now that I'm doing adverts, I just started today, how much I'm going to make from it. So it's also left for you to also know that you can learn these things and they are available for you anytime you want. So I'm going to take questions now. If you have any question or you want to ask me something based on all the things I've talked about today, from the very beginning, from knowing why you are in business, to the value, to your market, to building relationships, to engaging communities, everything. If you have a question, please ask and then I will respond. Anybody?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for this training you put up. This is Tosi Olabi. I don't know if you remember me.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so Yeah, I've really learned a lot. Okay, the question I want to ask is for the WhatsApp team that you
Okay,
created.
okay,
Okay, how did you get members
okay.
into
Let me
that
show you. Let me
team?
show you.
Is it a team that
No,
is
no,
made
no.
up of your leads
It's your contacts. Your
or
contacts.
just
Okay, let me explain to you.
okay?
Let me just show you. All right. So you come here. Um, sorry. Let me go back. You come here on your WhatsApp. Okay, maybe I don't know. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you come here. You want to hold on. New group. Okay, maybe it's because I'm using my system. I'm trying to. So normally
Yeah, yeah.
on your phone, right? On your phone, when you come click on the three dots on your WhatsApp, you will see new group. You also see broadcast list, new
Broadcast
broadcast.
list. Yeah.
So you can create a broadcast there. Now let me tell you how I made up that list. So when you do anything on your status, if you go and view your status, you will see the number of people that viewed your status, right?
Okay.
And then you would
Okay.
also know if you are someone that monitors your status, you also know the people who constantly come to check what you post on your
Yes.
status. The truth is that those people
Yes.
are people who are interested in whatever it is that you are posting, whether it is something about
Mm,
work, something about religion, something about business, something about jokes. People
mm-hmm,
who come to your status are interested in you and what you have to offer. So you get those guys, they
mm-hmm.
are in your contact list, you put them in this broadcast. You also look for people who, when you talk about a product, your leads, you talk about a product and they react to it and they want to know more about it, right? You
Mm,
put them on it too. So let me say you do something on Facebook and then people begin to react to it and they want to know how they can go about it. You can collect their phone numbers and bring them to WhatsApp. So by the time you bring them to WhatsApp, you will save their numbers and you also add them to that list that you are compiling. All right. So
okay.
by that,
Okay.
you are also going to be following up with your leads. Do you understand what I'm saying? This one is just for
Yes, I do.
WhatsApp strategy. This is just like a WhatsApp strategy that you can use to promote any product at all that you want to promote. So you can add them to that broadcast. You can add them there, and then please remember what I talked about when I talked about broadcast. So when you create a broadcast, it is not like you now create it and then you start pushing products. You have to follow the processes I showed you, build relationship with
Mm,
them, engage them. It can be sharing something motivational, something that you feel they might need, you know, anything at all that you feel will help them. You can share it with them, just be engaging them. And then eventually you will put a product that you want them to buy. All right. So that is how
mm.
to go about it on WhatsApp. That is one way. Your status is one, of course, that's a very basic one. Please don't flood your status with 20 things at the same time. If you want a post, I've observed that most people, when you follow the trends on your status, you see that the very first thing you post gets more views, followed by the next, and it keeps decreasing like that. So if you have like 5 things on your status and then you now go and advertise on the sixth thing, you might eventually not sell because most people may not even get to that sixth one. So you can have two or three
Yeah.
things on your status at the same time, you know, and then make sure that you are someone that puts certain engaging things on your status. Anybody, you know, something interesting, something that people might laugh about, something that people might want to react to when they see it. All right. So
Mm.
it's not every time you just be putting products, your products, maybe physical products or digital product, whatever. It's not every time you'll be doing that. All right. I hope I was able to attend to the question you asked.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate. And about the 72 IG
Okay.
implementation program,
Okay.
I just want to uh, use this medium to encourage anyone here that has not joined that they should join because it's really a very, very good platform. I'm on the platform and I've been learning. I've just spent like 2 days, 6 days on the platform, and it's been great. So I want to encourage you all, please follow our trainer or our facilitator in this training. Please join, and I'm very sure you will not regret it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tosin. Thank you for that wonderful speech. That was quite touching. Thank you. Okay. So Does any other person have any question before we wrap up for today?
Okay, I'm Ayaju Nelson.
Oh, hi Nelson.
I've been trying to, yeah, I've been trying to push my products, my services, Joe services, like I said, Joe
Okay,
services. I'm dealing in borehole drilling.
nice. Okay,
I'm posting advert on WhatsApp,
okay,
but although I've not gotten any sales from there, most of
okay,
my sales are normally from word of mouth. Probably people I did work with, and then they, what is it called? They try
okay,
to link me up with my
okay,
next customers.
okay.
So I must say the Facebook business plan. This is my first time of hearing about it, and
Oh,
I look forward in actually doing something on that.
okay, okay.
But
That-
I would also appreciate if you could also throw up more line, because most of your product you are actually selling was more of the, what is it called, more of accessories and these things. I don't know, us that
No,
are selling services, how do you think
I
we
don't
should?
sell any accessory. I'm just okay. So let me give you a gist. So when people register for for this program, I told them what business are you into. So I know that some people are into baking, some people are into selling shoes and items online. Some people are into hair design and hair making and the rest of them. So that was why I had to speak to those areas because those are what most of the people on this training are doing, right? So for you, you are selling a
Okay.
service, yes. The truth is that you have evidence of your service, right? You have people you've worked with in the past, isn't it? Hello?
Hello? Can you
You
hear
have
you? Okay, I can hear you now. Continue.
okay, you have people you've worked with in the past, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, you have pictures of the work you've done before, right?
Yes, yes,
Good. So these are evidences that you have, right? And you can use them
yes.
as a medium to engage people online. Now, let me give you a gist now. There is a limit to what WhatsApp can do. All right. WhatsApp
Yeah,
advertisement
of course.
is basically around people that know you directly or people that have talked to you before directly, right? It does not really, it does not scale
Okay.
that much to people you don't know, right? It's only around people who know you.
Uh,
And there's a limit to what that can do. So if all the people in your list are students who don't need borehole, if you keep putting that post on your status on WhatsApp, you will probably not make any sale. You know why? Not because your advert is not good or not because your service is not good, but because at that time those people don't need it. Do you understand me?
yeah, I understand.
Okay, so you need to look for a place, like I said, understand your market. You need to know where those people are. Sorry, can you mute your mic?
Okay.
Can you mute your mic just for 1 minute?
Let me do that, please. I'm sorry.
No, 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 no problem, no problem. Okay, so you need to know where those guys are. So if they are on Facebook, if it is on Instagram, if it is on Twitter, wherever those people are, one thing you can now start doing is begin to think digital. So anybody you work for, you can tell them that you want to take feedback about the job they did for you. So you take feedback from them, like you say, okay, how was the work? You can ask them what social media platforms are they on. You can ask them if they use Facebook and all those things. It's just for you to gather certain kinds of information. It's also a way to do market research. So if somehow you work for 10 people and 10 of them say they are on Facebook, they're active on Facebook, that means there are a lot of people who need that service that are on Facebook. So it means that you will need to now know how you can do Facebook advertisements. All right. So, and the truth is that I just did a demo for you, but it is beyond the scope of this training. How you are going to learn all those things is actually in the package I told you about. If you buy it and you get it and you learn it, you can know how to do that. You can also put evidences of what you've done before on your website. You can design a website, because if you want to do Facebook adverts, you will need a website. It's not hard, it's not difficult to make. You can learn it. I just showed you one that I designed yesterday. Now you can, do your design it and everything, put evidence, put proof. Okay, I've done borehole in Anambra, I've done in Imo, I've done in Lagos, I've done this, I've done that. People are going to see the evidence and they are going to come so that they will buy from you. So that is a way to do that. So, but if you restrict yourself to WhatsApp, you can put it on Instagram. can have a page on Instagram, do sponsored posts there. You can have, there are different ways you can do these things. Do you understand me? So if you limit yourself to WhatsApp, there's a limit to what WhatsApp can achieve. You might get 1 or 2 sales, but because of the peculiarity of your kind of service, maybe the people in your contact list may not be needing that product at that time. So I don't know if I was able to answer your question clearly. Hello, Nelson.
Okay, to an extent, you tried your best. I believe I would follow up.
Okay.
For more information.
So, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So after now, anybody who is interested in learning more and you want to know further about all the things I've talked about, you can still come and engage me privately, and then I will explain everything to you. So is there any other question? I'm about to round up now. It's over 1 hour, 30 minutes. No, 1 hour, 15 minutes. Any other person? Okay. So at this point, I would like to.
Hello, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. I just want to ask. Is there any way we can have access to this training material?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can actually. Anybody who needs it can have access to it. So I'm going to give it out at a very little token. All right. You're not going to pay much, but you just pay a little amount. So if you need it, come and meet me privately. I'm going to send it to you. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for the time. Thank you for coming out for the training. I hope you are able to learn something from it. I hope you're able to get value from it, because like I said earlier, everything is about value. Eddie, do you want to say something?
No, I wanted to say thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. So I would like to say thank you guys for everything, and we will continue to have conversations, and then if we have more sessions like this, I will also let you know. All right, thank you guys. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you very much.
All right.